Monitor learning is possible because it's a two-way process. But somebody tell you do independent learning, within 5 to 10 minutes, you are finished. You are no more interested in independent learning. Why? Learning to learn. You will see that there are the chain of skills throughout your engineering program. Certain skills which we have acquired in first year will make you enable to acquire another skills. If the skills which you can get in second year, you would not be able to get if you have not acquired the skills in the first year, because these skills are connected. Skills which you require to acquire in second year has a prerequisite of the skills which we have learned in the first year. And if you have missed that skills, you cannot get right skill in the second year. So whenever you are learning to learn further. Learning to think. Learning to evaluate, apply and find new ways of doing things. This is called innovations. Nowadays, industries are looking for the innovative guys. Many times they come and evaluate you, they try to find out you that do you know to doing the things in different ways? Do you have innovations or not? Because they say that if you have innovations, they can train you and then you can come up with the different ways of doing the things. Even certain things you don't know, you go and certain skills, they require these skills and which you don't possess. You say that, sir, I don't know this technology. They are not very much concerned. They are ready to accept this thing. What they will do, they will evaluate your innovative powers. Do you have innovative power or not? This guy have an innovative power or not? If they will find that, oh, okay, this has innovative power, they know that I can train you and make you ready for the new challenges. So they are more concerned about these valuable skills. Okay? Learning, evaluate, apply and find new ways of doing things. Learning for the future. That's very important. I just explained you with an example that the real learning is required to happen. The real learning is required to occur. That's very important. And that's the formidable part of the higher education. If it is not happening, if we are doing same kind of mistakes which we are doing last 12 years, same kind of thing, just you were absent and just taking a notes and you are looking at modules for which you have to give an examination, then you are not doing the right thing, and then what will happen at the end of the program, you will find that, okay, I have a piece of paper but I don't have the right skills. I have an engineering certificate but in true sense I am not an engineer. That's the important thing that you have to understand. That's why it's a more challenging. How you can do the not just lecture but also private study and research using library and online information shows, making oral presentation, writing reports, developing applications. Previously I have shown you that independent learning means I hope with these two slide presentation at least you would have been able to understand that there are two important things which I require in my next 4 years, is that independent learning and research. Question arises that how to do the independent learning, and that's why you will find that we put in the timetable independent learning. We put it that there is a one class in 9:30, again there is another class, and third one slot has been kept for independent learning, where we expect that students should do the independent learning. But most of the time the students don't know how to do the independent learning, or they are not intending to do the independent learning. What they interpret with independent learning means taking back and going back to the home and hostel, or going to the cafeteria, or so on. You know, there are a number of means through which busy with on phone and so on. So That's the thing that you have to understand, that this is a slot specified for doing certain things, certain learnings. And we have to learn how to do the independent learning. I tell you, most of the time the student used to say the program is overloaded. Make it light. So many classes, so many labs, so many, I mean to say, work are there. Can it be lighting? One time I proposed that I can make it a institute without any schedule. You come, there is no timetable, there is no attendance. You come, whenever you want to come, come, and whenever you want to go, you can go. Whatever you want to do, you do. But I tell you facts, if we follow this system, one day you will be very happy. Oh, everybody is making wise. 2 days. After 3 days, you will be quite boring and frustration will start to come. Because it's very over, at least you are in the class. But if I put you in a classroom without any teachers and put you for 2 hours, you are finished. You will say, sorry sir, send the teachers or send me off. Because you don't know how to do the, because you are most of the time habituated of spoon feeding. Something not knowing, immediately you are looking forward to somebody else to give the solution. You are not ready to struggle with the problem and finding the solution on your own. Because most of the time, that culture you have followed. But that way you cannot do the private study. You cannot do research on your own. You have to understand these things. This can happen. There are certain means through which independent learning and private study may happen. You will find this beauty even course curriculum which people supply you. Most of the time you will find that independent learning hours are defined. You will find that in the indicative content, like 80 hours for independent learning, 14 hours or 20 hours classroom teaching. You will always find that there are more independent learning than classroom teachers. What happened? Why you are not used to not to be satisfied, or why the problem used to come? This course curriculum which has been given to you, it has specified that there is a requirement of 80 hours of independent learning and 20 hours of the classroom teaching. 20 hours of classroom teaching has occurred. You have undergone that 20 hours, but 80 hours of the independent learning you have not done. Even 8 hours you have not done. And you are trying to meet expectation of the curriculum. You are trying to achieve the learning outcomes of the curriculum which is not coming because you have not completed your 80 hours of independent learning. And then you said, oh, this excuse, that excuse, and so on. That's the important, my dear students. You require to understand today that the value of your private study and research. I tell you that in higher educations, which teaching, classroom teaching will decrease gradually. By final year, you will find that 3 days in a week, or I mean to say 1 class in a day, that's all, and nothing more. But 1 class a day doesn't mean that you don't require to do anything. Come in 1 class and then wasting your time. That way you cannot achieve the objective.